I hate myself.
I hate you
I
too.
even sniffed his underwear.
Oh my god, dude, she sniffed her own brother's blue man thong that was resting on his sweaty balls. What the fuck? What's good, everybody? It's Day to the Sutter Brother here, and today I'm back with another Untrue Tuesday. And today we're gonna be looking at a video from a different channel called Storytime Animated. I'm pretty sure that these are the same guys who made my girlfriend was my sister video from a couple weeks ago. But yeah, that doesn't matter. Today we're being shown out a video called "I was locked in my crush's locker. I saw everything." What do you mean by everything? What exactly did you see? Did you see the Grand Canyon?
Yes.
Anyway, as always, go check out the original channel in the description below. As also with the original video in the description below. Again, comes from a video called Storytime Animated. And I'm sorry if I'm not really enthusiastic right now because today's been a long day. I was late for school, my car broke down, Andy's passed out on my couch, so we're just not gonna pay attention to all that. So yeah, we're not gonna pay attention to all that. We're just gonna get right into the video. So, without further ado, let's get started. In 3, 2, 1, smash a like, play.
Hello, I'm Sam, and I will share with you a creepy story that happened to me. So,
Okay.
I'm a 17 years old high school student, and I
Nice
have a crush
grammar.
on a guy called Ben. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm planning on telling him soon. Ben and I share most of our classes. Well, honestly, I joined the classes that he did just so that I get closer to him. I think Ben thought
Was
I'm weird
Yandere
because
Simulator?
I ended up in all of his classes. Today at school,
I think
bumped
Ben
into
thought
him,
I'm weird.
and he made a disgusted face and walked away. I knew it would be hard to confess straight to his face.
I think there's a bit of a language
I had to
barrier
write
going
him a
on
letter
here.
instead. I prepared a pink letter covered with red hearts. I expressed all my
What, did you
feelings
seal
to
it with
him
your
in it.
blood?
Next morning, when I came to school, and I went to Ben's seat and left the letter in his backpack. As I walked out, the whole school was talking about how Ben and Stacy started dating.
Who?
My heart was shattered. I felt hopeless, so I ran to the bathroom and just sat there and cried my eyes out. Then I washed
What?
my face and dried it with toilet paper.
I'm sorry, I'm kind of lost. I kind of stopped paying attention for a minute.
Bathrooms. Then I heard someone saying, "Did you see Sam? She's totally into you." She burst into tears when she saw you with Stacy. What did I just hear? Are they laughing at me? I had to follow them, but they went into the shower room. I still had to hear everything they said about me. Curiosity kills me.
But they
I
weren't
tried
even
to
laughing
listen
at
through the
you.
door, but it wasn't clear enough, so I had to walk in. I snuck in quietly while the boys were showering. I approached Ben's locker just to see what he keeps there. I saw his name on the locker, so I opened it, and I heard the water turn off, and the boys were coming towards the lockers.
Oh,
I
you did.
freaked out. So I hopped in the locker hoping that Ben won't open it. And there he was, standing like a model in a white towel, drying his hair with another towel. I melted.
Stop modeling,
I
Ben!
have to admit, even though he laughed at me, my heart was racing, but I'm not sure if it was because I'm in his locker and about to get caught, or because he is so damn handsome.
I don't know if it's because I'm about to get caught, or it's just because he's so damn sexy and he does that little zoom out and zoom in thing like wow.
All the boys started opening their lockers, so I planned to act like I fainted in the locker. But my eyes couldn't let go of Ben as I saw him opening the locker in front of the one in which I was.
Wait, what?
Which also said Ben.
What?
OMG. Am I that stupid to forget that my brother's name is also Ben?
Wow, what a freaking coincidence, huh? The guy you like, his name is Ben, but also your brother's name is also Ben? Mind-blowing realization right here, folks.
I was so blinded by Ben that I hopped into my own brother's locker. I hate myself.
I hate you
I
too.
even sniffed his underwear.
Oh my god, dude, she sniffed her own brother's blue man thong that was resting on his sweaty balls. What the fuck? What the hell? Dude, No, I'm fucking. I'm done. I'm done. I see you guys later.
What is wrong with me?
Everything.
Ew!
Everything is wrong with
I
you.
got sick and wanted to throw up, but holding it in just made it all worse. The boys finished dressing up and left the shower room. I jumped out right away to breathe some fresh air and tried to walk out, but the shower room was locked. I decided to go through Ben's stuff and wait for someone to come open the door.
Which Ben are we talking
What
though?
excuse do I have for being in the boys' shower room? Well, at least I had Ben's stuff there to explore. I opened his locker, found his t-shirt, and felt so happy, indifferent to the fact that I was locked up in there.
What, did you smell
Anyway,
where his
I
armpits
found
were?
a cute album, so I decided to open it. And I couldn't believe what I saw. I dropped the album
What?
and just stood there shaking. I picked
Damn,
it up
long
again
lanky ass
to see if
legs.
what I saw was correct. And there were my pictures. Pictures
What?
of me eating. Pictures of me
Sleeping?
going to bed. Pictures of me changing
How
clothes.
the fuck did he get those
Is he
pictures?
stalking me? But Ben is a stalker?
But Ben is a
Really
stalker!
Ben?
Oh my god,
I
he's a
can't
stalker! Look at this
believe this.
motherfucker out the window!
I even couldn't feel love to him anymore. I felt creeped
But hey.
out. The sun went down and the
But,
shower room started to
hey,
get cold.
to people
and I
like
was
this
all
girl,
alone
it
with
should
no
be
backpack and no phone,
more attractive
stuck in
because
that
she is
cold
also
place.
very
That
creepy
horrible
herself.
fact. I just waited for my brother to notice that I'm not home and decided to take a nap on the floor just to kill time. Then I heard some noises outside. I waited for the sound to
It's
get
not
louder
Ben.
so I can
If-
call
if,
for help.
If it's Ben,
But maybe it was just the
if
wind.
it's Ben, I'm calling the
kept
bullshit
trying to
on the
sleep.
story.
Then I heard someone getting closer to the door. So I started
Don't let it be
screaming
Ben.
for help. And suddenly, in that silence,
Weird ass mouth
someone
animation.
started breaking the door. I
The
yelled,
fuck?
"Coach, is that you?"
Coach,
But to
is
no
that
avail.
you?
I started to feel a bit scared as I heard someone breaking the door. Once the door was open, I saw Ben
It's
standing
not Ben.
there.
Oh
and he
my
said,
god.
"Finally, you're all mine now."
Alright,
with a
I'm
grin
calling the
on his
bullshit on the
face.
story.
He must have noticed that
This
I'm not in
shit
my bedroom to stalk me,
is bull.
so he came searching for me. Or was he stalking me from the very beginning? I don't know anymore, but what do I do now? I hit him with the album and ran down the hallway as he started chasing me. But all the school doors were locked.
Why are all
I
these
started
doors locked?
panicking.
What is this?
I couldn't breathe or focus
prison high?
properly. I just wanted to escape. I ran and ran, but he ended up catching me.
Oh
I
shit.
started begging him, "Please, let me go. I promise I won't tell anyone." I cried and fought for my life, kicked him somehow, and ran away. I kept running in circles. Sooner
Oh
or
my
later,
God, look at him.
someone must appear. I
fast
started to
as
feel
fuck, boy.
tired and realized he'll get tired soon too, so I can't give up now. I tried to hide somewhere to get some energy. I was so tired and hungry. And suddenly, I felt him pulling me by my hair from
Oh
behind.
shit!
It was getting darker,
What, did he sleep?
and I couldn't see much.
What, does he have night
He dragged
vision?
me into his
Can he
car
see in the
and put
dark?
me in the front seat. He pointed a gun at me.
A
threatening
gun?
That if I move, he'll shoot me.
What? Where did he hold up? Where did he get a gun? Didn't this guy like not like her at the beginning? And he was like making these weird ass faces towards her, and then he pulled up with a gun and be like, "Get in the car and tell me you love me." Like, whose mans is this?
I was so scared, I couldn't move either way. He took me to some cabin in the woods and tied me to a chair.
Cabin in the
He
Woods
said
in the movie.
that he loved me and will always love, and that he will take care of me forever, and that all I had to do is stay in that cabin. He is sick. How didn't I notice earlier? How can it be that the sweet guy I had a crush on is an obsessed psychopath? He gave me
Kinda like
everything,
you.
clothes, food, and forced hugs. But it still didn't feel right. Day by day, he woke up, handcuffed me, and went
He
to
got the
school.
handcuffs. He
And
didn't
when
freaky
came
on
back,
Saturday
He
night.
unlocked me, fed me, and took good care of me. He brought our homework to me and taught me everything they learned at school. He even tested me
Damn,
to
he
keep my
t-
mind updated. He bought me lots of gifts, day by day.
He taught you?
Roses,
He tested you?
candies, makeup,
Damn, prisoners
nail
would kill to have
polishes,
Ben.
etc. He let me use his
I mean, they probably
iPad
did kill to
only
get
when
in
he's
prison in the first place,
watching.
but
And while I was scrolling down on Facebook, I saw a post with my picture that said, "Missing." He took the iPad
oh,
and said, "That's enough for today." He
that's
gave me a
enough
kiss
for
on my
today.
forehead, turned off the lights, and handcuffed me again, just like he had always done. I laid my head on the pillow and started crying. He lied next to me and said, "It will be okay, I promise." At night, I heard a car driving, but for some reason, it didn't even alert me. When he left in the morning, Ben forgot to handcuff me, but I didn't want to run. I didn't want to go back home and school. I just wanted to stay with Ben. I felt warm with him. I
What?
cleaned up the cabin and prepared food and took a shower and waited for Ben to come.
What is going on? What is going on? Okay, let's do a little recap here. At the beginning, she really liked Ben, right? And then when she made some like moves on him, he just made the just like weird disgusting face like and then just walked away. And then later on, when she got locked in the boys' locker room, he came at night and kidnapped her, pointed a gun at her, and then she was terrified, of course. But then later on, when like he was like doing all these things for her at this random cabin in the woods in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, he, like teaching her, testing her, hugging her, giving her food and shit, you know, and then handcuffing her at night on the bed whenever he's out for school or at night whenever they're going to sleep, and then the next day she's not handcuffed. And instead of having a logical mind and running away, taking that chance to run away, she decides to stay and just act like a normal housewife. What? Did anything I just make any type of sense? No. And here it is, right in front of us. This is more brain hurting than the "I'm allergic to water" video. Surprisingly, I've not seen a video that made my brain hurt this much since then. Wow.
When he came back to a cooking smell, he looked shocked. I ran to him and gave him a hug and said, "You're finally home." He didn't say anything and just silently started eating.
He didn't say anything. He's already a disgruntled middle-aged man.
Clothes and told him to take a shower so I can massage his back later. He did as I said without saying a word. I waited for him on the couch and thought about all the things I want to talk with him about. He came out from the bathroom in his clean pajamas that I gave him and sat next to me on the couch. I patted his head and asked him if he'd like to drink something sweet, and he shook his head no and just stared at me the whole time. I asked him, "Aren't your parents angry that you didn't sleep at home for days?" He replied, "My parents are alcoholics." I started telling him what a great person
that makes
he
sense.
is, and how I had a crush on him, and probably still do. He said, "But how? I kidnapped you." I know it is weird, but I was happy he did. The next day, he left earlier, and at the evening, he didn't come back home. I got worried. What if something happened to him on the way home? I spent the night all alone in the woods and waited for Ben to come back, but he didn't. I decided to wait one more night, but he still didn't appear. I finally dressed up and got out from the cabin and started walking towards the lights of the street. Confused as I was never there before, I questioned everything around me. He kidnapped me. Isn't he happy that I'm fine with that?
Okay, you know what? Let's just pause for a minute and be like, this is so toxic. All the things that happen in the story is just not okay. All right. I already gone through everything. She liked him, and then she turned out, and then she learned that he was an obsessed psychopath. He kidnapped her, and then she likes the fact that she was kidnapped, even though that she was disturbed by the fact that he was a stalker. all that is just very toxic and not normal. These two, if they wanted to be in a relationship, fine, go ahead and have a relationship, whatever. But just have a normal relationship, okay? None of this doctor bullshit, none of this cabin in the wood bullshit. What? Just go home, go to your families. You can go home to your family and your brother whose underwear you sniffed, and he can go back home to his drunk family and just live a normal relationship, a normal high school relationship. Okay, going through all this extra bullshit just makes me sick. It makes me sick to my stomach. But whatever. This is a my story animated video. So
Walked on the empty streets. And a man in a car then stopped, saying, "It's the missing girl! It's the missing girl!" They called the cops.
Oh yeah, because that right there is so relatable. Sometimes whenever I hear an Amber Alert and I see the picture of the person who's missing, and I'm driving on the street and I see someone walking and be like, "Hey, she looks familiar." I look down my window and I point right at him and I say, "It's the missing guy! It's the missing guy!" And keep in mind that it's only me in the car. Who the fuck does that?
And the cops took me to the police station. And they asked me where I've been all these days, and I didn't know what to answer. So I just remained silent. I didn't want to hurt the guy I love, but what's my excuse then? My parents were the nicest people to me. I can't get them in trouble as well. I didn't say a word to not hurt anyone, so they called my parents, and my parents took me home. They treated me better than ever, and my brother became nicer than ever with me. They took me to a psychologist,
because he basically sniffed his balls.
I felt that it would be right to share it with him. A week later, I started going to school again, and I finally saw Ben again. He tried to ignore me, but I went after him. He turned around and said, "Sam, I'm sorry for everything. I was using you, and I got out of my mind. I can't hurt you anymore. I will turn myself in. I promise.
How are you
Please,
using her?
Don't become crazy because of me." Crazy? Because of him? I went to my psychologist that day and told him what Ben said, and he told me that he is right.
That's because you already are crazy.
A syndrome which is called Stockholm Syndrome. And it happens when someone goes through an abusive trauma, and that apparently has happened to me. I couldn't believe it. So now I'm the sick one? Ben did turn himself in.
You've been the sick one.
Mental treatment at the hospital. He got his punishment for dealing with drugs and for kidnapping me. I'm slowly going back to my old routine, but it's not easy. What do you think of my story? Please share your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.
Nah, I'm good. Okay, so that was definitely a weird story. It was not where I thought it was gonna go. When she said, well, no. It didn't go the way I expected it to go. Because that was the exact same thing with the other stories. Like the allergic to water one, I'd be like, oh, cool. A video, we get to see a person who is allergic to water. But then it went completely off topic and went something else. But this is something different. Like, the title said that she went to her crush's locker and she saw everything. And yeah, that's exactly what happened. She went in there and she found out that he's a stalker. And yeah, okay, props to them for doing that twist, you know? That's a nice little twist right there, but I don't know, it just left me feeling weird after Ben somehow knowing that she was at the school and at the boys' locker room and kidnapped her and made her live in the cabin in the woods, and then eventually she started falling in love with him all over again. And it was just weird. It was just weird. This video was pretty ridiculous, but not the exact same ridiculous as these other stories that we watched, but I don't know. Well, guys, that's gonna wrap up today's Untrue Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, comment down below, and share this video. That'll help me out a lot. And once again, the original video and original channel will be the link in the description below. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.